soak up the sun and all of the fun on this week's road trip.
All right, I got my Caramoor shades, my picnic spread, good to go.
We've got some over-the-top slices,
We have many different variations. I feel like we have something for everyone.
a new lift at Legoland,
It's like living inside a kaleidoscope.
and an out-of-this-world experience.
It feels like you're being immersed into these brand new expansive worlds.
Road trip starts now.
I'm not leading unless I get a photo.
Hello and welcome to Road Trip. I'm Shannon Lanier. Do you need a break from the chaos and running around? I know I do. Well, Nikita Ramos has the perfect road trip that will slow things down, get you outdoors, and you may even make a new friend.
This is where the adventure begins. To Greenburgh Nature Center. Life is thriving among more than 30 acres here in Scarsdale. It's home to at least 100 rescued animals that'll teach you to be still for a moment, take it in, and take your time.
Here at the Nature Center, we show you the animals in our loving care that are living with us in their forever home, and we can teach about what it means to care for that animal and what they need to survive.
These sulcata tortoises are some of the first you'll meet.
They grow very large. Colonel here is already 55 pounds, but they can get up to 150 pounds.
And they're only around 20 to 30 years old right now, so they'll outlive generations of people who visit their brand new barn.
Making a commitment to these animals as giving them their forever home, we built them this new enclosure where they have a fully heated barn where they go during the winter.
And during the warmer months, you can watch them play and plow through the outdoor space. A walk through some trails will take you to a butterfly arbor, a haven for one of the most beautifully delicate insects. And at the end of the month, these pollinators will be blooming with color and nectar, bringing you an up-close and personal experience.
A visitor is learning all about what it means for the life cycle of a butterfly, and these are native butterflies to this area.
You can also expand your horizon by meeting animals from all over the world at the indoor exhibit. It's where you'll find familiar faces like these rats. They're actually cute. You'll also meet some relatable reptiles and even make a new furry friend.
This chinchilla is so soft, and you can touch these animals too. That's what's interesting about this place, right?
Yeah, that's our goal. We want you to have that up-close, impersonal experience with these wonderful animals.
One-of-a-kind road trip close to home. In Scarsdale, Nikita Ramos, News 12.
I'm all about making those new friends. Great job. Well, it's no surprise. Food fuels some of my favorite road trips. So we're venturing off to a Brooklyn pizza place with a fresh take on a traditional pie. Get ready to loosen your belt buckles because this viral restaurant has pizza like you've never tasted before. Cuts and Slices is located in Brooklyn and Queens, where this husband and wife team serve up the most unique pizzas I've ever seen. So start off by telling me, what are the different pizza flavors you all offer?
We have many different variations. I feel like we have something for everyone. We have sweet chili oxtail, we have jerk shrimp.
We got jerk barbecue salmon, we have vegan options.
Well, it was the oxtail that I remember going viral. Look at this.
That's our sweet chili oxtail.
What was it like when you guys went viral?
It was crazy.
It was crazy.
It was
But it's like a build-up.
And there was always a line outside. People were lining up to get this. So I want to taste to see what the fuss is all about and let you guys know how it tastes. But talk to me about what went into creating this.
It's a lot of love. The oxtail is braised it's cooked for 8 hours, and it's hand beat daily.
This is amazing together. I love it. It still has a little crunch to it.
Yeah.
It still has the sweetness.
Number 35!
What's the best day to come to wait the least amount of time?
Honestly, it's no lines right now.
Yeah,
Since
no
we've
lines.
opened up the Queens location, the Brooklyn location, it pretty much balances out.
If for some reason you don't like pizza, don't worry. They have other very popular items on the menu. Either way, Cuts and Slices is definitely worth the wait on this road trip close to home. Oh my gosh, that makes me hungry all over again. Well, you know what? The road trip gang loves to pack a picnic. You know what makes it even better? A picnic with live music surrounded by lush gardenscapes. So what are you waiting for? Come along with us to Katonah.
Just imagine sitting in this picturesque sunken garden as musicians perform live music while you picnic. If this sounds like a heavenly way to spend an afternoon or evening, then Caramoor Center for Music and the Arts in Katonah is where you want to be this summer. They're just about to kick off their 79th season.
This summer we have 40 performances over an 8-week period, and there's something for everyone here.
There are 80 stunning acres to explore with 5 different music venues, like the huge Venetian Theater that holds 1,300 for big-name headliners, like the upcoming concert with jazz legend Wynton Marsalis. You can also spread out on the lawn at the Friends Field stage to catch free music. Caramoor once served as the summer country estate of Walter and Lucy Rosen. You can take a break from music to tour this spectacular mansion.
We had a chance to see the world-class art collection that Walter and Lucy put together. There are incredible furnishings.
Not to mention the 2 gorgeous music venues at the house, the stunning Mediterranean-style Spanish courtyard at the center of the mansion, and inside the music room with incredible artworks and architecture. This summer, there are 2 all-day music events, the annual American Roots Music Festival and the Jazz Festival, with performances happening at all 5 stages.
It's the place to really relax, chill, have a good time, enjoy some world-class music.
All right, I got my Caramoor shades, my picnic spread, good to go. Now, if you plan on coming for a concert, I really encourage you to come at least an hour or 2 early just to explore and wander around this truly magical place. Trust me, you won't be sorry. We're in Katonah. Lisa LaRocca, News 12.
On this next road trip, be sure to pack your imagination. Prepare to be immersed in this energetic and totally futuristic experience. Transport yourself through the world of colors, lights, and lasers.
Prepare to be immersed in a sort of modern museum like you have never seen before. And for anyone who suffers from motion sickness, you might want to look away.
Welcome to Artechouse.
Artechouse is a new multimedia cinematic art experience that merges art and technology, where guests become the art.
We're so used to exploring artwork, in very traditional aspects like, museums with paintings. However, Artechouse creates a new way to experience it where it feels like you're being immersed into these brand new expansive worlds.
Artists Vince Frazier and Ursula Rucker are the masterminds behind this expansive world.
Ashe Afro Frequencies is our current exhibition that is celebrating both Black excellence from the past and ancient times, as well as the present and the future that we aspire to have.
The journey inside Ashe Afro Frequencies feels like a shower of color and light. It's like living inside a kaleidoscope, or your imagination come to life.
Sometimes you feel like you're flying through it or you're floating through it. You can imagine this new universe that you could have never seen in real life.
Inside these fluorescent 4 walls, imagination takes over, even when it comes to your selection of handcrafted cocktails.
And that is Ashe.
Each cocktail curated to the culture of the current exhibit. This one on display through September 2nd.
Back in 1840, the Osborne Homestead in Derby was a simple countryside farmhouse. Over the years, additions were made, a beautiful garden was planted, and it is now the perfect place to promenade through the endless pageant of color with our photojournalist Lori Goliath as our guide.
We're a hidden gem. We are in the Osborne Homestead Museum in Derby, Connecticut. This is a colonial revival style garden. The design dates back to 1911. This is the rose garden, and it's 4 rectangular beds. It has a symmetrical format, and it's supposed to represent tranquility.
It just feels very serene.
It's relaxing, and
the fragrance too of the flowers is wonderful. It smells wonderful.
This site is, the historical figure was a woman. Frances Osborne Kellogg dog. She was a dairy breeder, businesswoman. She lived here from 1876 to 1956.
Frances was an amazing woman.
She ran her family's businesses at a time when women didn't have the right to vote.
She was president of the Women's Club in the Valley.
She was involved in the wire manufacturing business. This area was known for the corset wire, hat wire industry.
You know, we had many factories that produced most of the goods in this area. On Osborne State Park, we have the home, Kellogg Environmental Center, some walking trails that people can go see, some bird nests so people can do some birding.
You'll see the bluebird boxes.
I really love when children come and they learn things they never knew, and they're very in awe of the beautiful architecture and the gardens around.
It brings peacefulness, tranquility. We hope that they come back again and spread the word to their family and friends.
We have so much history here. I think it's a beautiful place to be.
Welcome back to Road Trip. I'm Shannon Lanier. Now, many think shuffleboard is only popular on cruise ships and retirement communities, but think again, road trippers. One Brooklyn club is shaking things up and scoring big with a new generation.
Yes, oh!
This is not your grandmother's shuffleboarding club.
Oh, yes!
Welcome to Royal Palms in Gowanus, where you can slide into this retro game with friends, food, and drinks.
So these are the biscuit baskets.
Jonathan Schnapp started this business more than a decade ago out of his love for the game.
I used to play shuffleboard as a kid with my grandparents down in Florida. This is perhaps the greatest shuffleboard player of all time. Her name's May Hall.
That nostalgia has led to this business with an old Miami vibe.
The whole thing is supposed to feel a little bit like vintage Florida. So we go back and forth, yellow, black, yellow, black. We don't actually score until all 8 discs have been shot. Obviously an advantage to go last. Nobody can knock you out, right?
The goal is to score the highest number by landing discs on numbers on the court. It's also good to knock out your opponent's discs.
Arm relaxed, feet together. Good. Little, big, and push. Yes! Get in there! All right, we're honing in now.
You can reserve a court by signing up when you walk in or by booking a cabana. Royal Palms also has its own league where beginners and professionals alike can get in on the action 2 days a week.
Royal Palms is a 21 and over club, and what's an adult club without a full service bar? They have everything from beer to cocktails to mocktails. I'm on the clock, so I'll have a mocktail. Robin, can I have an Angel Earl?
Absolutely.
Jonathan, what's in this?
Oh, that's our Angel Earl, named after perhaps the greatest shuffleboard player of all time, Earl Ball. It's got pineapple juice, our custom ginger black pepper syrup, and a little bit of soda water.
And the selection of food is always changing.
We drive food trucks into the building and we change them out every week.
And what's a club without an Instagrammable corner? Of course, I'm not leading unless I get a photo.
You're sure to savor the history of this nostalgic game while gaining perspective on why so many generations have fallen for shuffleboarding on this road trip close to home. In Gowanus, Nadia Galindo, News 12 Brooklyn.
If your family is like mine, we don't always agree on what we should do on our road trip adventures. Well, here's a place where you can agree to disagree because there's something for everyone. So if you are looking for a fun place for the whole family, come right this way.
In this week's road trip close to home, you can test your talents or challenge your skills at Iron Peak Sports and Events.
Iron Peak is a family sports and entertainment venue. We have tournaments, we have events, we have our own club teams, sports club teams, volleyball, soccer, basketball. What Iron Peak is a way for families to come in and participate in sporting events, and then the rest of the family can come also and enjoy the venue as well.
All right, Kelly, so tell me about everything we have here. You guys have so much stuff and an arcade.
We do. This is part of Cliffhanger Entertainment. About 30 arcade games, interactive, all with a refillable arcade card and redemption store.
Come on here. and they're really good to climb.
This is our climbing wall features. We have 26 climbing walls. It is a bevy of activity on the weekends and during the week. We have field trips here and we have team building events.
Okay.
This is our indoor arena for archery classes. You can get a range pass and come and practice your archery.
You're going to take that silver rod, press it into your hip. Now we're going to turn the bow straight up and down. Let it go when you're ready.
Ooh, yes, okay.
I did it.
This concept of Iron Peak was really to give a much, much better customer experience. Iron Peak really is for local families, families that live in the region, and also in the Northeast. Adults can come in, grab a beer at the bar, play some duck pin. There's availability to rent basketball courts. We also have an 86,000 square foot dome. We want everybody that comes in here to have a wonderful customer experience. If your interest is to play basketball or volleyball or soccer or lacrosse, we have time and availability for you to play. We have the assets.
200 years ago, before the iconic Rockefeller Center was built, the land was home to the lush greenscape called Elgin Gardens. This was America's first botanical garden. So travel back in time in this immersive experience where you can explore the garden's beautiful history. Bloom, the secret wonders of New York's Forgotten Eden. It only runs through the summer, so scan that QR code for more. Getting around New York's Legoland just got a whole lot more fun. The first of its kind, minifigure Sky Flyer ride is now open. The gondola-style party pods transport you around the park. The ride is free with park admission, and they are ADA accessible and stroller friendly. For more information, scan the QR code. A group of women have decided that their natural, voluminous curls were something to cherish and celebrate. That's just what they are going to do. New York City's Curl Fest is back. Thousands of women from all over the world will gather on July 20th at this festival featuring live music, food trucks, artisans, and braiding stations. For times and tickets, scan that QR code. Lincoln Center's Summer for the City is back with an exciting lineup of over 200 free or choose what you pay events, thousands of artists, and food. This year's theme, Life, Liberty, and Happiness. July's events features multi-sensory experiences, performances, installations, and workshops, specifically welcoming neurodivergent audiences and their families. For more information, scan the QR code.